This week, our beautiful sun is activating gate 22 in the I Ching and Gene Keys. This frequency is activating a genetic codon within all of us that is stimulating our consciousness field theme for the next 6 days. The transformational path of this frequency moves from the shadow of dishonor to the highest frequency of grace, and it's via graciousness. Gate 22 is located in the solar plexus, our emotional center, and creates a quantum field channel with Gate 12 located in the throat center. Gate 22 is part of individual circuitry of knowing. The knowing circuitry is here to create new perspectives, experiences, and patterns through awareness. This energy is the victim of ungracious behavior. If you're born March 6th through March 12th, or September 9th through September 15th, this energy, gate 22 and gate 47, its programming partner, its Earth, make up 70% of your consciousness field, your human archetype, your beingness energy, and you came to overcome this shadow in this lifetime. Gate 22 is about the real divine feminine, and I'm not referring to women in dresses dancing around a fire or pro-women's social revolution. It's not about women at all. It's a state of being. It's a vibration available to all of us. Let's dive deeper and see what this frequency is all about. So the shadow of dishonor. So what does it mean to dishonor someone? And what does it mean to dishonor ourselves? When we look at the dilemma, we find the answer. The dilemma of the 22nd I Ching Gene Key is accountability. The life is a journey of learning to be accountable to one's own state of being. Now, I know that sounds easy, but it's a huge challenge for us humans. It's a challenge because at the shadow, we revert to the victim state. The moment we don't feel comfortable, we immediately look for a reason. We blame the outer world, whether it's a situation we're in or another person. We don't take responsibility for our own state of being. We look for a reason for how we're feeling. So the point is, we're not comfortable being uncomfortable, and we deflect our awareness out of the present moment. We dishonor ourselves each time we don't accept how we feel or behave. When I say accept, I don't mean morally accept. There are times that our behavior is morally unacceptable, but on a deeper level, you could still accept it. That doesn't make it okay, but at least you're being honest. When we think about dishonor, we typically think about it with the reference of others, how others dishonor us or how we dishonor others. In truth, it's really about how we dishonor ourselves first. You dishonor yourself every time you blame anything for anything because there is no fault. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. You just have to be honest about it. There are 6 essential human core wound patterns. We all incarnate with one of them, which is in your energetic signature. On an unconscious level, you are creating and manifesting it over and over until you break free. It's kind of like a cosmic deal you made before incarnation to experience in this lifetime. They are as follows: repression, denial, shame, rejection, guilt, and separation. These core wounds are the material for our transformation. Let's look at guilt, for example. Is it wrong to feel guilty? Perhaps you did something horrible, and maybe guilt is a natural part of the process. Perhaps it's right. Same with shame. We're told in the new age that we should never feel shame, but maybe sometimes we should feel shame. Maybe we harmed someone, and it's a natural feeling to feel shame. The point is that our feelings are a journey. Our suffering is a journey. We need to begin by knowing that we must honor our feelings, even honor the feeling of dishonor. By being accountable, honoring our nature, honoring our patterns to our suffering, that's the beginning process of transformation. The programming partner of Gate 22 is Gate 47, and in the shadow, it's oppression. Gate 47 is about our junk DNA, our karma, the stuff we bring with us before we're born, our sacred wounds, the path to awakening. It either oppresses you or frees you, one or the other. Are you going to do your taxes, your accounting on tax time, or are you going to duck your taxes? Will you honor the process or dishonor it by avoiding your wound you carry? It cries over and over throughout your lifetime for your attention, for your awareness. We just have to learn to let it in. All that is needed is self-honesty. We need to face it and deal with it by being accountable to our feelings and our behaviors. Contemplation really helps. By allowing for space, taking pauses, you're inviting higher awareness, which is necessary to see the issues at hand. For example, let's just say you're in a relationship and your partner is feeling down. And let's just say they're projecting their state of being onto you, which is often the case in relationships. Let's say you get defensive and reactive because you feel an injustice. You feel that they're projecting their state of being onto you. But you're still not being accountable. You're still in the shadow of dishonor. If you knew it wasn't your stuff, you wouldn't be defensive or reactive. You'd be compassionate. You see, it's not easy. Our wounds get entangled with the wounds of others. The 22nd gift, graciousness. This gift has the healing power to change the life. It is beautiful, practical, and simple. It's like a lost quality. Graciousness is how we treat ourselves and others. It's not just being polite and courteous. It's a cocktail of noble qualities. It's refined and subtle because it's an attitude carried within an aura. When you're accountable for your aura, for your chemistry, and for your emotions, you move in such a clean way in the world. But this takes time. You need to know the patterns to your wounding. You need to disentangle your reaction from those of others. Gate 22 is located in the solar plexus, our emotional center. It's like an emotional valve that is connected to the throat. In the shadow, these emotions are like turbulence. They disturb us from pleasure to pain, a never-ending cycle of pleasure and pain. In the higher frequency, they are the essence to our soul, our true nature. With graciousness, we become grateful for whatever the life brings. We become accepting to the life and its rhythms. We don't have to like everyone, but we can still accept them for who they are, and we could treat them with kindness and graciousness. This will happen naturally once you are accountable to how you feel and are kind and gracious to yourself. We learn to be careful without being fearful. We learn to be warm without being overbearing. We learn to be honest without being cruel. In the gift frequency, it's a balancing act. The 22nd city, the highest frequency, grace. Grace is about treating ourselves and the others with dignity. Grace are those moments in time that lift us up when we have fallen. It's magical cosmic grace. We have all felt the soft touch of grace in our lifetime. You might have experienced it in nature when a bird or an animal came to visit you, gifting you with a moment of grace. I empower you this week to create space, get to higher awareness, notice your thoughts, feel all the sensations fully that come up in the body. This week, shine the light of awareness at where you might be dishonoring how you feel or behave. Give yourself the gift of acceptance, of love, of kindness, and of grace. Be blessed.